This is so off the cuff. I'm not even sure. I've no clue what I'm going to say in this video. I will say, take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath together. The new moon on the 18th of August 2020. It's brought in some interesting, intense, challenging aspects. I'm told that astrologically there's a lot of squares and harsh angles cosmically with the planets. I'm not an astrologer, but I will say that I definitely pick up on the changes with the moon and certain planets at times. It does really impact me, and it impacts a lot of my super sensitive friends as well. A lot of people I spoke to were having a lot of insomnia this week, so if you haven't been sleeping, look into the astrology of this new moon and the next 2 weeks following from that date, because there is an influx of sun, solar activity, solar flares, CMEs, and these vibrations are intense. I am working my butt off with clients. I'm doing my best to keep up with that pressure. There's a tremendous influx of people suddenly waking up and reaching out. And I want to assist as many of you as I can. But I'm also feeling these intense vibrations and these themes in my personal life as well. So it's, I'm really feeling it. The 20th and the 21st, today is the 21st, August 2020. I was feeling great earlier today. I did a lot of clearing yesterday. Yesterday was a really tough day. I'm curious if any of you this week have been feeling the same. There's themes of destiny, our soul's destiny, really kicking into high gear now. So you might be questioning the loyalties that you have in your life. We're being asked to review and look at our loyalty contracts. And these loyalty contracts, they were designed to prevent our evolving. That feeling of guilt, of feeling a sense of duty and loyalty to souls that are draining you, that are hurting you, that are highlighting your childhood trauma. We're really being pushed to look at the fine print in these loyalty contracts. And it's painful. It's not fun. But it's necessary. And it will change the direction of your destiny. Because what I'm hearing from my angels is you've got to stop pretending. You've got to stop fulfilling that sense of duty to other people's need to keep you in a box. Some people feed off your light. They love your energy, and they love how they can come to you and they can spill and they can vent and they can complain, and you're such a loving starseed light that you will hold the space for them lovingly. But I feel that we are all being asked to look at the people that we are allowing to abuse that loyalty, to abuse that service, because it is a service. When you're constantly available and listening and holding a space for someone, and it's always about them. They might say, hey, how are you today? And you say, well, actually, I'm having a rough day. Oh yeah, me too. So this is what happened. This is the latest drama. This is my latest drama queen episode. And they start spilling and they start dumping all that emotional drama into your energy field. You've got to hear this message. Beloved, loved ones, light workers, empaths, we have to stop this abuse. It's an abuse of the God force, source light. But even more tragic than that, it's an abuse of your freedom, your loving soul, your open heart, your compassion. Save your compassion for yourself first and walk away. Shine your light on those who can receive it. The people who drain you, send them love, because they are coming from pain. They are coming from unintegrated trauma, and we know that. But if you notice they are not making any changes, they are not willing to take any active steps in their recovery, in their healing, what good is it for you to be a sounding board for their complaints? All you're doing is allowing them to recycle that pain and recycle that story a million times. There comes a point where you have to say enough. I've given you sacred space. I send you love every day, but it's up to you now to do the work. And those of you who are healers and work with clients like myself, we know that more than anyone. We know when someone is ready to do the work and ready to take their angel's advice, and we know when people are not. And we have to detach. It's so important after you work with somebody, whether you're doing this professionally or even as a friend, as a family member, it's so important that you detach your energy field, because as an empath, you will bond with that person's energy field, and it's important that you allow yourself to come back to your own aura. And I say this all the time because it's something that as empaths we do unconsciously. It's built into us almost. We really have to work on deprogramming that, because most of us super sensitives were born into families that put that program in place, that you felt responsible for everybody else around you and their happiness and their well-being from the time you were very small. So that program is designed to keep you off your path. And as long as that program is running in you, you're going to be going in the wrong direction. So that's what this is about right now. It's deprogramming. It's looking at the loyalty contracts, the duty contracts, where you're being of service and holding a space and giving your energy because you feel you should, not because you want to. because you feel you have to, you're obliged to. It's your duty as a daughter, son, husband, wife, brother, sister, best friend, bridesmaid, whatever. You know, we can put all the tags and labels we want on it, but if your heart is saying, oh my God, I just want to run, I want to run from this person or this place or this thing, you have to listen to that. If you're feeling chills right now and you're resonating with the depth of this message is for you. For some other people watching this message, it's just a reminder to check your loyalty contracts in your life and to be mindful of that and to be aware of your discernment and being able to say no. Then there's other groups, I'm being told, who are watching this who are shamans, healers, light workers, and it's just to help you to remind your clients that there is loyalty contract themes being kicked up out of the dust now in 2020. And that's, quarantine was really highlighting a lot of that stuff, because it was saying, you think you have to do your job this way. You think you have to devote all your time and energy to this particular project or job or work or career or relationship. And quarantine gave you a chance to pull back from that and to break that that false belief and to actually look at it afresh with fresh eyes. And because you were rested and connecting and meditating and eating well, you were able to have source come in and shine through your eyes so that you could see it clearly. So it's been a really intense few days for me. I had a lot of emotions come up around where I am in my life, and you might be feeling this. There's big decisions to be made. There's big challenges. What I'm being shown is there's roadways being built that have never existed. There's pathways being created by the angels, by spirit, that have never been before, never been possible. The things that we thought were impossible in other incarnations, where we went through lifetime after lifetime and we tried to bring these truths up into the light, into the light of day, and we were thwarted, we were prevented because we were programmed, we were burnt at the stake, we were persecuted. That's not there anymore. We've no excuse. We can't leave this lifetime going, well, you know, they said I was a witch, they burnt me at the stake. I didn't get to fulfill my purpose in being here. I didn't get to see through my heart's longing. My destined path was completely blockaded, so it's not my fault. No. Honey, that path is being cleared. We know this. The only obstacles, the only walls that are on your path right now, you've put there. And if you haven't put them there, you're allowing someone else to put them there. And you're giving your power to that outside idol. So if you didn't build the wall, if you didn't put the fear, the big block of fear in your way to stop you from moving forward now, and I'm saying this from love because I love you, I know you, I know how difficult this conscious path can be at times. At times it can be so challenging and painful and tiring. And let me tell you, I am tired. I am exhausted right now. The back of my eyes burn with exhaustion. But I will always get up and I'll always shake myself off and I'll always take on the next obstacle because that's who I am. I know I'm strong. I know I'm connected to source and you are too. And I was so tired I wasn't even going to shoot this video, but I felt my angels were like, come on girl, put that camera up, put the tripod up. You know, put your tea down, stop eating, stop lying there and just talk. We will speak through you. So here I go, here I am. This is me This is service, It's not always pretty. It's not always wrapped up in sugar. No. The work is work. It's called work for a reason. But if you didn't put that big block of fear in your way to stop you from moving forward, someone else did. But you have a choice. You have a choice now. In this lifetime, you can choose to use your God force, your source power, to literally laser beam through that block and have it just blow up and disappear into nothingness, because that's all our fear is anyway. It's illusion. I feel a very strong message that some of you are being pulled away from your destiny by people who are feeding off having you free and available just for them. If that's the case, you got to review that. You either transform the negativity in that interaction, in that relationship, in that friendship, because that can happen. There can be people who seemingly are like her arch nemesis, and they can turn out to be angels in disguise. We can work through shit and we can come out shining and actually realize that we're actually soulmates. That does happen. I see that a lot in my life. Excuse me. But I will say, you have free will. You have the choice and you have the power. The path is clear. And if it's not, clear it. Walk through that boulder. It's just an illusion. That wall doesn't exist. It's not real. Walk around it, climb over it, build a bridge and, hike that thing, trek it. You can do it. This is the lifetime to fulfill it. This is the lifetime to have that satisfaction. And not when you go back to source, because you're going to get that satisfaction even if you've had the worst life ever. You're going to feel connected and rejuvenated when you go back to source. But this is the lifetime to actually blast through those fears, come back to your destiny, come back to your joy and happiness, come back to your peace of mind. If something is causing you a lack of peace, don't be afraid to evaluate that. Don't be afraid to review that. If your feet are pulling you away from the direction you're going and saying, please don't go down that path, go somewhere else, I need you to hear that. I'm going through this. We're all feeling this call to review and reevaluate and actually see where we are giving airtime, where we are actually spending most of our conscious energy in our everyday lives. And quarantine was that gift. It really showed us where we were expending our energy. And if it was a benefit to us, did it bring us more peace? Did it bring us joy? Or were we actually choosing stressful occupations, stressful relationships, friendships? Were we choosing a life that didn't quite sit right? If something's not sitting with you, it's because it doesn't belong to you. And it's okay for you to choose happiness. You are allowed. I'm giving you, the angels and I are giving you full permission for you to be happy and for you to choose joy and peace. If something is constantly draining you and constantly irritating and causing just this, there has been a prickly energy. I was just saying this to a friend of mine. There's prickly, irritable energy in the last few days in the energy field of everybody. And, doing my group therapy work, I can really see that as well. And also working with clients and then the meditation classes. People are having to face the inconvenience of feeling their pain. They can't gloss over it anymore. You've got to stop pretending. You cannot lie to yourself. You cannot gloss over this. So that's my message. So much love for you. I can't wait to just have a full night's sleep. I didn't sleep great before the new moon and after the new moon. My sleep, the moon often affects my sleep. But this one was particularly like I was I was really tired because I'm working a lot. I'm juggling a lot right now. So bear with me, those of you who've been in contact for a session. I will contact you. Like I do always get back to you and let you know. I will be in touch with you as soon as my schedule frees up. But just sit pretty, because it'll always happen. The angels will schedule your session at the right time. If it's not happening right now, it's because there's something in you that has to click into place. There's something, they're working on something in your energy field so that you're more ready to receive and hear their guidance when you receive your session. So be patient and bear with me, because I'm looking forward to working with all of you. I really, really am. So I think I need a walk on the beach. I need an early night, and I need some me time. And I wish you the same. We had some crazy stormy weather here as well, and that was, I asked Spirit about that, and they said that stormy weather was affected by the solar flares, the CMEs. There is an incredible influx of intense cosmic frequencies coming in, and those of us who actually, you know, especially crystals, we will take energy in blocks, and we'll actually transmute it, and we'll actually ground it into Gaia. And that is exhausting. That takes time and energy. That requires a lot of rest. I always find I need to eat loads. I eat tons around those times when I'm receiving those frequencies from the sun, from other planets. And it's like I'm trying to ground it, you know, it's a process. So be patient with yourself and be patient with others. So much love to you. Please give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate you. Take care.